Good morning. I am taking you on yet again another tour of what's going on at Brightside Farms. Got the babies following me all over because they're hungry. Just got the goats put out in their pen. I need to get a rake and rake up pine cones because it's pretty bad out there. I thought that pen would give us a little bit longer for like free ranging. I thought we would have more hay. Let me turn this radio down. I thought we'd have more grass and stuff out there. It's not the case. The goats have already gone through it all. Bum bum. See if I can set this someplace. Because if not, my chickens will be all up in my food. Sorry about the mess. Hi, Edith. So, we feed our babies the non-medicated chick starter feed. I'm trying so hard! There we go. And I have sun in my background. I'll put you right here. We feed the chicks the Do More chick grower, starter grower feed until they get to the point where they're laying. And what I've had to do, because the goats like to eat the chick starter feed, is in the morning I will put all of the big chickens outside, and then I'll feed the baby chicks in the barn. This is the start of my day. So I have a lot of birds that are yelling at me. Come on! And this is what we do. We take them out in the grass. They actually have a call. Chicka, chicka, chicka! And they'll all come running. But we take them out in the grass and feed them. Come on, chicka, chicka! 2, 4, 6, 7. We're missing Heather. And she's fine because she likes to hang out with the babies. Watch what happens. Can you see them all? Now, I don't really like doing this because I like them to free range. But for the most part, the Americanas are out here too. They're incorporating themselves. For the most part, it is sunflower seeds, just seeds, bird seed. I put a little bit of corn in this batch just because we were getting low and we have to get through till Thursday. But see, that puts all the big birds out here. And then I'll go in and give the baby birds, which the Americanas should be eating the chick starter too. I'm not really all that worried about it because they free range. Yeah, forgot what I was saying. You guys ready to eat? Come on. Come on, babies. But I don't want the big layers getting into the chick starter feed because they're giving us eggs. And this stuff is non-medicated, so it's not really going to hurt them. I just don't want them getting too chubby. My Cornish crosses need to be on a diet. Come on, guys. You're still following me. How come you didn't follow me over there? Come on. But this is what we've had to do because it's off the ground. And then I put a piece of lino up there because Louie and Hazel were jumping. You see that beam there? They would jump up there and then get up there. And then I had to put this there because like the bird did, they were jumping up there and getting up. Goats. They can get through water. Where's your sisters? So I'm trying to teach these guys to jump up. Isn't she so cute? Can you say hi? These birds all had names, but they look so identical, and there's 17 of them in total, that it's hard to, come here. It's hard to remember 17 different names. So we're getting there. This is Doc, because of her eyebrows. She's kind of growing into them. Come here. This is Buffy. Remember those ones. And there's my Nellie. Come here. So many birds, so little time. And they let me catch them and throw them up there. It's a chore. I do notice that we have some birds, like this one. She's a little bit smaller than the rest. I'm not sure what's up with that. And please don't ask me what kind these are, because they were the Hoover's Hatchery rare choice. So the hatchery picks out 15 birds that they have that are extras, put them in a box and send them to you. You don't really get a choice. I'm really hoping for colored eggs. If I had to do it again, I'm glad that we got the extra birds because we needed it, and these guys, I think it was like $50 after shipping. I got 17 rare birds. I think that I would have done it a little differently, so I got the birds that I knew that I wanted, because I wanted some green eggers and some, because we have the Americanas for blue eggs. I wanted green eggs, olive eggs, dark brown speckled eggs, which I do have one well summer. So she'll give me dark brown speckled eggs. I'm winded. I need to start running again. Running after animals. Come on. All the time. So that's my story on that. We have babies. So we're going to have a lot of cream colored eggs, I fear. And I have to come lock her out because she'll come in and steal the food. You! They all have water. I do that first thing in the morning when I get the girls on the bus. And it's the last day of school. So we're really excited. The girls have a half a day and we'll be home. I have Mason here with us. So he's been a huge help around. My lilacs are getting big. The goats keep going after my raspberries. So they're like cut down to nothing. But if you can look past the drywall bunch there, I have lilacs. We're pretty excited. Those came out about 2 weeks ago. Everything is just a mess. One thing that I've learned, I used to be so organized inside, but when you have days like today, you have to be outside because it's supposed to rain all week. So you have to choose between what's more important, a clean house or taking care of these yahoos and keeping them happy. As you can tell, it's a big pile of hay, and I have to go get the water hose from over there. I'm going to refill their water, clean it out. Aw, I have some little, I think this is foxglove. Maybe not. In my field. I don't know if you can see them. Aren't they pretty? I'll have to research that and figure out what that is. Foxglove is like one of my favorites. I think it's the upside down little bells. Pretty sure that's what it is. And I wanted to show you my corn popped. I'm not sure if I was able to download the last video or not, but it got deleted. So if you guys haven't seen what I'm up to out here, we have 3 rows with mounds. These mounds were huge. I'll show you the one down here. But with the rain and the watering, it kind of shrunk them down a little bit. So I'm doing the 3 sisters method on the corn. And you're supposed to do a mound. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. You're supposed to do a mound, and then you plant 4 corns. So I have one coming up here. See that little guy? I actually did 2 of each. I did 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. And then you plant your beans around it. So the beans give it nitrogen. and they grow up to support the stalks. And then you do squash on the underneath, and that squashes out the weeds. So this one's growing up really well. See, I got my 2 here, I have 2 there, and it looks like only one made it here. But what I'll do is I'll wait for it to get a little taller, and I'll pick one of those out. The strongest one I'll leave. So, and they're all doing really well. This is our glass gem corn. This row is. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rows or 10 mounds of the glass gem corn, and I will have 4 stalks on each. And then this is the sweet corn, is in the middle. And that over there is the maize corn. It's like a dark brown corn that I've heard is really good to eat fresh, but we're probably going to make it into a type of flour. I say that with very sincere, warm, hopeful wishes that we actually get that far, but we don't have a dehydrator. We don't have any kind of tools for harvesting anything. So it's just going to be like my grandmama did it, and my great-grandmama did it. We had an issue with the strawberries where something was eating them, and they started turning real brown and nasty, and I came out and noticed there was a lot of spiders out here, which spiders are supposed to be helpful. Whatever was getting to them ate a lot of my flowers. So I came out with some neem oil because it's natural, I hope. Like I said, this is the first year I've ever done this, so let's just hope. They look a lot better. They really do look a lot better. When I came out, they were all laying down. They were like dying. I did show you guys that one on the last one. Hopefully I uploaded. Here's one that I'm talking about. See how sad he is. But they're coming back, so here's hoping. We got the blackberry bush is doing really well. If you guys can see him in there. Our mystery, what I think might be a plum tree, lost its flowers. She still looks beautiful though, but she's got little tiny buds on her. So we're hoping. We had a lot of pollinators, like covered every flower on this thing. So we're really hoping that it'll take off and do really well. See if I can show you guys. Hopefully you can see past the leaves. See that guy? I think that's where the fruit starts. It's that and the apple blossoms. I never really got a chance to come out and pollinate. I was going to get a little, you're supposed to use like a Q-tip. Some of them got pollinated, some of them didn't. My daughters didn't know what they were, and they came out and plucked some of the flowers. So there's that. Greenhouse is, thanks to Naomi, she's getting there. I haven't really had time to do anything with that. My radishes are huge now. I've harvested quite a few. That guy needs to come out. But when they get like this and they're not ready yet, you can just bury the shoulders. I have some ants in there. I've heard with ants, if you have issues with ants and you have like mounds, like ant hills, you can take one section of the ant hill, like dig it up with a shovel and dump it on the other ant hill, and they'll kind of like battle their way out. We don't have mounds though, we just have ants everywhere. And our peas are doing amazing. I think I might have to, these are supposed to be bush peas. They're Sweet Ann and something. Baby Ann, I'm not sure. They're peas. But they're supposed to be like a bush habitat. These guys are doing awesome. Again, those are the ones from the store, the organics. There's those. All the other ones kind of died. My celery over there, I haven't paid much attention to him, so he just kind of went. And we have spinach. That's what is left of my spinach, and what it was is I had a rabbit hole in there, and he was coming out and he was eating pretty much everything. And the cause of that was because I was using Ava's New Bunny I was using her old alfalfa hay and her poops to kind of fertilize and mulch, and I thought that that is what killed everything off, but it turns out I had a bunny hole. This is my ditch weed. Isn't that beautiful? Or what I think is a ditch weed, ditch lily. And I have 3 of them, but only one came out. And then if you can see behind me, I have a bunch out there. Aren't they beautiful? This is my valerian. Not sure what to do with him yet. What else do we have going out here? So much going on. I was showing you my radish already. My carrots are doing okay. I really need to come out and thin them out. The ones, I just did this row a couple days ago, and you could tell these ones are much bigger than those ones now, and they were all the same size. So one of the hardest things for me to do is to take a perfectly healthy plant and pluck it out of the ground. Even though I know its neighbor is going to get huge, it's just something that I have to overcome. It's a fear. What if they all die? But next year I will definitely be planting a lot more radishes. I thought that the seeds that I did plant would be enough. I was like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do with all these radishes? But it turns out that we probably will harvest maybe 30 radishes out of everything that I did, and that's enough for like one person for a week. So, because we have a family of 6. There's my grandma's spiderwort plant. Isn't she beautiful? Hopefully you guys can see her. And then my bachelor buttons are coming up over here. And they look beautiful. Mosquitoes. And you guys ready for this? My potatoes. Don't they look lovely? I'm really excited about them. These are the purple Malachi sweet potatoes. They are trying really hard. I had a bug. That's my water hose trying to get water to the bottom, to the base. But I have bugs that are just kind of eating and eating. And my rhubarb, bugs are eating my rhubarb. Those are all the lettuce. I have to go through and pick out the weeds from it. There's more carrots over here. So much to do. This is only, I wanted to have like a 10,000 square foot garden, but this is what I've had time to do this year. So pretty proud of myself that everything is still going strong. We have another row of strawberries. We have 6 out in the field. We have 1 here because eventually we'd like to put like a, I can never remember the name of it when I'm talking to you guys. The thing with the cover. We're going to put a dining room table in there, and that's what where we're going to eat at nighttime. But I figured it'd be really nice to have something sitting here, and then the kids can come over here and kind of pick the strawberries for dessert. We have our tomato plants planted in the ground. Next to them are the mini bell peppers. Again, I did the minis so close because of the fact that the kids will be right there, and that's one of their favorite little snacks. One thing that I really wish I would have done differently is we got 2 days of non-stop rain. My rain gauge is completely full. I think it goes up to 6 inches. And I left all my plants outside. I was hardening them off, and they were getting to the point where they were supposed to be out overnight. I left them outside, kind of forgot about them. And didn't realize they were all floating in water. My tomato plants and my bell peppers were all floating in water. So the next morning I had to come out and kind of separate them. But I think they're doing okay. I'll have to take them again out of the water, but they really need to be planted. And I'm not sure if my fig's going to make it. My fig tree is looking pretty sad. But everything else looks great. Here's hoping. My big beautiful peppers that need to go in the ground soon. I'm trying to remember. I always feel like I forget to tell you guys something, but I'm already at 19 minutes, and that's just a lot to take in. I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start doing like 1 video of the garden and then 1 video of the animals. That way it kind of shortens everything down. I'll have 2 10-minute videos versus 1 20-minute video, because I know how hard it is to sit through a 20-minute video, especially when I'm just talking about the things that are going on in my farm. But aside from using the neem oil on the sad strawberries, I don't think much has changed really. Everything's just growing. Like I said, this is a reference for me for next year on what times I did things and how big my plants were. And I need to get the ground tilled over in the backyard so that I can get some more stuff in. I'm going to do watermelon and stuff like that over there, and then I'll do the cucumbers and tomatoes and all that good stuff. It's really bright out here. I'll do the cucumbers and tomatoes and bell peppers probably in the backyard, but all of the big stuff that requires a lot of space will go out in the field. It's just watering everything. That's the hardest part, is making sure everything, including the animals, have water. So John and I are in talks about possibly installing a well out there. It's whether or not we can do it by ourselves. That's the question. So I will keep you updated on that. And I'm pretty sure I have everything covered. The goats are doing great. The chickens are doing great. Everybody's growing. And it's a good day. I'm going to go mow and dig. See you guys later. Bye.